Hi, this is Charles from Beyond Tools, and today we're here to talk about our Castellan Astra 400 panel saw and some of the key features on this machine. So these machines are still made in Italy by hand from the same factory, and it's got a few key features we'll run through. So we've got a 3.8 metre sliding table using Castellan's patented rolling system, where it's got the 2 bars on the top and then the 2 on the bottom. This allows for a much more accurate system, plus also when you load it up with timber, it still keeps its rolls nice and easily. It has a 1.3 metre rip fence capacity, and we can put up to a 400mm blade on this machine. Main motor on the machine is a 5.5 kilowatt motor with a 5.5 kilowatt scoring blade on it. So it's a nice powerful motor, so when you do load it up with a bigger blade, if you wanted to do some solid timber, there's no problem driving that. This machine is a 5-axis machine, so we've got electric rip fence, electric rise and fall and tilt, and electric scribe left and right and up and down, and that's all CNC controlled, so you can program the exact size that you want and it will go to that desired size. So we'll run through the control panel on this machine. So going from right to left, we've got our main on and off. So main blade and scribe. And it also has a brake on the motor, on the main motor, so when you do turn it off, it stops fairly quickly. And your scribing blade will lift up and down automatically as well. So you preset that height and it will lift up to your desired height all the time, so you don't need to keep adjusting that. We've got a manual blade up and down, so we can move our blade up this way if you wanted to. Otherwise, we can key it in the program here. So we select which axis we want, and we can see the red light has highlighted, and we type in the size we want to go. So we can go, say, 65mm, and that will lift the blade up to that height there. Same with our tilting function. We can type in a size, so let's go, say, 15 degrees. Do that, and the blade will tilt over. As you can see here, the rip fence is also compensating. So this way, if you have the rip fence set at a specific size, as it tilts, it will maintain that same distance and also the same blade height. So it all works in conjunction with each other. So therefore, you don't need to worry about guessing your sizes or anything like that. It's going to be the same as what you had it when you set it. So you can see we've still maintained that 1305 and 65 height. So we'll bring that back to 0. And then adjusting your rip fence is also nice and easy, so you just key in your size, and you can see the rip fence will move in nice and easily. Scribe blade adjustment is, as I said, all electronic and adjusted by the controller here, so we can move our up and down height, and then we can also move our left and right and program that in, so it'll come up to the same height every time. We've also got a blade readout, which is reading our current blade speed. So depending on the diameter of your blade, then you may want to change your speed. So this currently has 3 speeds on it, but we've got it set to 4,200 RPM for this specific blade. So if you need to move the guard out of the way, you can easily move it down if you need to cut something down. So we lift up our guard, flip that around. That swings the guard out of the way, so we can do that cut and then easily bring the guard back for safety. And then it's always back in the same position. So this machine's equipped with Castellan's parallelogram, they call it. So this is for doing all your miters and your angles. So instead of having a fence that's traditionally mounted on the table, it's mounted on here. And some of the machines you need to unclamp things and move it. This specific one, you basically undo the lock, undo this knob here, and we can pivot that to our desired size and easily lock that off. And that goes both ways, 45 degrees. So we can go positive or negative and lock that off. And we've also got a digital readout here, which will tell you the angle that you're tilting at, that you are, just again to make it easier for the operator to know where he is. or where they are. When you want to bring it back to position, you've got this keyed dovetail here. So you bring it back to 90 and then lock in this one here, and that will lock the fence back in the same position. So you don't have to worry about it being out of square. It'll always go back to that same position where it was previously. Got a few extensions on here to support your panels. So if you've got some larger panels, that just takes a bit of the weight there. 2 end stops on your crosscut fence. So you got one here, nice and easy to read display with the magnifying glass. And we can also bring out our end stop if we like. And we can read that from this same position. We can look straight down, lock it off, and we know at that fence is what size it's at. So all your blade changing spanners are kept nice and close to the machine. So they've all got a nice location here. It's kept close to the operator in a safe place so you don't lose your tools. So you've got your different pins and spanners for changing your blades, and then they all just sit nice and handy in there. So blade access to this machine is really easily. You just basically lift up your guard. This is just held on by a magnet. When you open this up, it engages the safety switch so the machine won't turn on while the operator is doing the blade change. Basically, we use our pin down the center here to lock the spindle off. So we just line it up with the hole and that will lock it off. And then grab our bigger 36mm spanner, loosen off the blade, and then that comes off nice and easily. And same with our scoring blade, same sort of thing. Down in here, 22mm spanner, and then that will come off the same way. Just to show the accuracy of the rip fence on the machine, so we'll do the old coin trick. So we get our coin and put it on nice and tight against the fence. Set it out to 500 to move away. And then we'll bring it back in. If you'd like any more information on the machine, feel free to contact us at Beyond Tools via email, socials, give us a call, come in store and have a look. Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel and hit that notifications button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks guys.